Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we got an interesting mod for you. It involves the restockers. This one is called No Restocker Rack Filling. And essentially what this does is it makes it to where the restockers won't automatically fill empty spots on a rack that doesn't already have a tag on it. So for example, if you have this rack here, and let's just say this rack here didn't have any tags on it at all, what the new models of the restockers do now is if they pick stuff off the curb and there's not a spot for it, they'll make one. So they'll just come back here and they'll just randomly put it anywhere as long as there's an empty spot. And that can be convenient, but it could also be a bit of a pain in the butt. And the reason for that is, as you can see, if you look back here, there doesn't seem to be any kind of rhyme or reason to anything back here. Like it's kind of a hot mess. There are products everywhere, mixed up all over the place. You got waffles over here. There's probably some like stuff over here. There's Sunny D over here. You got it on some other racks. It's like this stuff is all over the place. Nothing is uniform. Nothing is like in a place that makes sense. Everything is just kind of everywhere, and that's because during the course of me playing this game, I did not personally come back here and put anything back here on these shelves. I made it my actual personal goal to not put anything back here myself, for the most part, at least during like during the time that I actually had restockers. There, before I got restockers, I had to, but now that I have restockers, they have basically kind of controlled what goes back here. And as you can see, it is chaos. Now, there is a place for everything back here, and that's fine, you know? But the problem is, sometimes you'll end up with way too many spots for certain things. So if you over order, let's just say French fries, and you only have 2 slots, but all these are empty, they'll fill all these and you'll have a whole bunch of things of French fries. Now, why do you want to have a controlled amount of backspace for certain items? It's because you don't overbuy, you know? You don't want to have just like unlimited space back here for stuff, because you'll keep buying stuff and you'll keep thinking that you're out, and you just keep filling this back area up. Now you got like 500 of, I don't know, boxes of rice back here, you know, and didn't even realize it. So you definitely want to be careful with that. I think it's a lot better to have a more control. So say for example, toilet paper, I want 1 rack of it plus what I have out on the floor, and that's it. So when I order my toilet paper, I order enough to fill 1 rack, and that's all I order. I don't have to order anymore or anything like that. Like, I know exactly what I need. But now when I order toilet paper, because there's tons of them back here, I can order unlimited and they'll just keep filling up spots or whatever. And if anything gets empty, for example, they'll just keep filling them up. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt, a little bit, to kind of let them do their own thing, because I have so many slots for things that I really don't need. So this basically prevents them from doing that. So let's put it to the test, shall we? So there's 1 empty spot here, which I guess we could test it out there, but let's remove these 2 toilet paper slots too. And we'll buy an item that we do not have. So let's find something we don't actually sell and put it out there and give them the opportunity to put it away. I guess we could do this shampoo here. I know it's not that profitable, but we'll buy like 5 of these. So there we go. The Head and Shoulders shampoo is there. There are no spots for this in the back, right? There are no spots for this in the back at all. I don't have any spots for the shampoo, and they are not taking it upon themselves right now to make one. But if I take this and I go back here and I take 1 of these empty spots and I place it there, now there's a spot for it, so they should go after it and put it away. And look at, oh my god, look at this guy. Look at you, overachiever over here. All right, my man took all 4 boxes. Okay. I don't know why, man. I love that so much. I'm gonna try not to talk about that in every video, but it's hard not to because it's so cool. Okay, so there you go. He didn't just automatically do it. He took it upon, well, he waited till I made a spot and then he put it there. Now this mod also has a secondary effect where basically, let's just say you get a box and they pick the box up. There's no spots on the rack, and there are also no spots for them to put it away in here. Normally what they would do is they would just stand here and hold the box, and until they figure out what to do with that specific box, they won't move. So this mod also has them drop any boxes that they can't do anything with currently. So they'll just sit it on the ground and wait until they can do something with that box, which frees them up to do other things. So they'll put that box down and go do other stuff that they can do, which is also very nice. So this is kind of a compound mod. It does two things that are very useful, and once again, giving you more control over your restockers is just a really nice thing. So what I'm probably gonna do is, we got all this storage and all this stuff back here. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to allow all this stuff to sell. I'm just going to keep going day by day by day and allowing all this stuff to sell out for the most part. And I'm going to start actually organizing this the way that I want it to be organized. So that way I have a bit more control over my inventory, because things are crazy right now, man. If you look at my inventory right now, like, look at this. Keep this out. 124 toilet paper in the storage, 214 of these dishwasher tablets back there, 81 of the Sunny D. That's not too bad. 114 boxes of rice. Like, some of this stuff gets really out of hand because there's so many spots for stuff back there, and I didn't really intend it to be that way. 195 of those, almost 200. Like I'm saying, it gets 229 of these. You know what I mean? Like, it gets kind of crazy if you let them kind of cut loose and just put spots anywhere, Also, I like things to be kind of categorized, although that stuff is becoming less and less relevant now because they basically control everything that goes on back here. I'm not back here, so I'm not looking for stuff, so there's kind of no reason for me to be so asinine about it, but, having a degree of control is still pretty good, so there you go. You can try out this mod if you want. Once again, it is called, what is this mod called again? No Restocker Rack Filling. And like I said, it'll just basically take that autonomy away from them a little bit and give you a little more control. You'll have the power over what goes back here and where, and they'll just make sure that whatever you decide happens. So yeah, if you're a bit of a control freak, this is the perfect mod for you. But if you don't care and you think them putting stuff back here in whatever way they can and filling it up is totally fine, which honestly would be much more of a problem for somebody who's not using the mod that allows you to put whatever you want on the floor. Like, for example, I have a mod that allows me, I get to choose what I sell. Like, everything in this store is things that I specifically want to sell. There is nothing in this store that I don't want sold, except for the shampoo now. And customers don't go looking for other things. They only look for the things that I have on my shelves. If you didn't use this mod, for example, you would have all of these things. Every single thing in here would be in your store, and you'd really have to make sure. That you are properly kind of dictating where things go back here, because you have limited real estate. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have a whole rack of toilet paper or like 5 racks of this. You know what I mean? Like, you got to really be meticulous about where things go and how many slots you have for each thing. So that's something to consider too. But I have a bit of a unique situation, so it's not as necessary for me. But this is a mod I can see that some other people might want to use, so I decided to make a video on it. Anyway, I've been talking way too long. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next one.